Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges people to participate in logo design contest for India's G20 presidency. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh says border areas emerging as new centres of development. Nagaland to hold the first Edu Connect Conclave 2022 at Kohima. And NST introduces new bus service from Aghunaqa to Dimapur. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged the people to participate in the logo design contest for the forthcoming G20 presidency of India. In a tweet today, Modi said it is a special competition that celebrates the creativity of country's youth. India will hold the presidency of G20 for the first time from 1st December 2022 to 30th November 2023, culminating in the G20 summit in 2023. The Ministry of External Affairs has invited logo designs and the window is open from today till the 7th of next month. The winner will be awarded 1,50,000 rupees and the next 5 best entries will receive 15,000 rupees each. Among others, the logo design should prominently reflect G20 as well as Amrit Kal, India's next 25 years journey till 100 years, which is both futuristic and inclusive. It should also include artistic expressions of colour combination and arrangements in the national tricolour. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said that border areas have emerged as new centres of development. He said regions like the Northeast are not only developing themselves but have also become a gateway for all-round progress of the country. He was addressing all ranks of the Border Roads Organisation (BRO) at an event organised in New Delhi to celebrate its 63rd Raising Day. The minister asserted that the development of these areas is important for the nation's progress internationally, as the Northeast region connects India with South Asia and Southeast Asia. Singh highlighted that continuous border area development is part of defence strategy to stay prepared with the changing times. He called upon BRO to further enhance its capability through optimum use of technology and strive to strengthen the infrastructure of the border areas at a faster pace. Singh noted that the Chinese presence has increased in the northern sector in the recent past, so the BRO must continue to work in parallel and focus on increasing their capability with full use of technology. Nagaland's first Edu Contest Conclave 2022 Investment for the Future will be held on the 10th and 11th of this month at Kohima. The Nagaland Board of School Education (NBSC) has notified that the conclave is being conducted by the Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland and the Northeast Educational Council in collaboration with the Departments of School Education, Higher Education and Technical Education. The Education Expo is intended to enable students to obtain first-hand information about admission, particularly to vocational and employment-oriented institutes and courses, fee structure, scholarships and options for financial support, among others. For Kohima Town, the NBSC has informed heads of selected schools to ensure that students of classes 10 and 12 attend the Edu Connect 2022 at the Capital Convention Centre. The event will also be broadcast live in all districts through MyGov Nagaland YouTube channel. In this regard, the board has requested heads of institutions to coordinate with their respective district education officers and arrange for students to attend a live broadcast of the event. Nagaland State Transport (NST) has introduced a new bus service from Aghunaqa to Dimapur to facilitate the travelling of the public. PHET Minister Jacob Zumomi officially flagged off the state transport bus at Aghunaqa ESC headquarters today on the Newland district. The new bus service will cover a route length of 46 kilometers as city bus category service. Departure timing from Aghunaqa to Dimapur will be at 6 a.m. and from Dimapur to Aghunaqa will be 3 p.m. during summer and 2 p.m. in winter. T.R. Zeliang has been seized as the leader of the opposition in the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly. Commissioner and Secretary Nagaland Legislative Assembly, Dr. P.J. Anthony, in a notification issued in the light of the earlier decision of the NPF Legislative Party to join the United Democratic Alliance and a recent merger of the 21 members belonging to the Naga People's Front, led by T.R. Zeliang, with the Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party, and the order of the Speaker under Para 4.2 of the 10th schedule, read with the members of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly disqualification on the ground of Defection Rules 2019 issued on 29th of April, accepting the claim T.R. Zeliang has ceased to be the leader of the opposition in the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly. This news comes to you from All India Radio Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Member of Nagaland Legislative Assembly, Krehu Lezachu, has said that Nagas are finding a little difficult to cope with the competitiveness of sports. He said this while launching the Khelo India Centre Football for Boys at Indira Gandhi Stadium, Kohima today. Noting that professionalism has taken over in sports, the MLA said players and sports administrators in the state are very serious in their approach towards the game. He said every activity is now performance and success-oriented and termed this as an area where serious focus was needed. Even so, Lizachu expressed optimism and happiness that youngsters are already catching up with this culture and hope that with the setting up of centers and programs like Khelo India, players will soon excel and be able to compete at the highest level. He said the Department of Youth Resources and Sports as a whole is alive and growing despite many challenges and hardships. Lezachu said it was encouraging to see the many developments in sports infrastructures in the state. Advisor Youth Resources and Sports Zale Nekha today inaugurated the newly constructed building of Government High School at Sakapama. In a tweet, Advisor Nekha said the building was opened in the presence of officials from the Education Department, AHOD and HODs. A state-level screening committee has been constituted for scrutiny of entries and selection of good content received during the previously held National Voter Awareness Contest. Chief Electoral Officer V. Shashank Shekhar has informed that a panel was set up in compliance with the Election Commission of India's direction earlier this month. The 5-member committee will meet on May 9 and forward its submission to the Commission by the next day. A team of officials from the State Department of Agriculture visited Sikkim from 19 to 25th of April to study the cultivation of buckwheat and other good agricultural practices. During the study-cum-exposure tour, the team led by Agricultural Technology Management Agency Joint Director Dr. I. Amenla visited various fields, the Krishi Bhavan at Datong, and interacted with the Director Sameti, Sikkim, and senior officials of the Agriculture Department. The latter visited a farm school on integrated organic farming system at Salamtang, which was adopted by Sikkim Governor Ganga Prasad. Alice Yusu has been re-elected as the president of Kohima Press Club for the tenure 2022 to 25. Along with her, Asa Seye, Adono Tsikre, and Ozeng Lemba, Jamil will continue as the executive committee members for the second term with a new induction of treasurer, Mengu Zotonio Lina. Newly elected KPC president, while thanking the members for reposing their faith in the team, assured that the new team would strive to uphold the oneness and unity of the members of the Kohima Press Club family. Yosu also asked for the members' continued support and cooperation for the responsibilities that lie ahead. Congratulating the new team, Advisor to Chief Minister Apu Mehta expressed happiness that the club will once again be led by a woman and wished the team a successful tenure. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Modi urges people to participate in the logo design contest for India's G20 presidency. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh says border areas emerging as new centres of development. Nagaland to hold the first Edu Connect Conclave 2022 at Kohima. and NST introduces new bus service from Aghunaqa to Dimapur. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.